Hi, everybody. This is Maxine Taylor, America's first licensed astrologer since 1969. Shriek. Where have the years gone? Anyway, welcome to my home. And of course, tonight we're going to have a full moon ceremony. And this particular full moon is very unique because it's an eclipse, a lunar eclipse. This full moon will be on May 5th. And I know that with so many of you watching from different parts of the world, the time will be different where you live, but it will be on May 5th in the Eastern time zone at 1:34 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Convert this to your time zone. And the eclipse itself will be in 15 degrees of Scorpio, which is a very, very powerful sign. The most powerful sign in the Zodiac, I believe, because it is the sign of transformation and transmutation and unearthing secrets and out with the old, in with the new. And so this eclipse is very powerful. We had one last month. Be sure and combine the two, okay? Now, before I jump into that, most of you, I'm sure, know that Mercury is retrograde. And boy, is it ever. I hear from so many of you who are saying, oh, word, this one is really powerful. Mercury will go direct on the 15th of the month. Yay. But it moves into the shadow of the retrograde as soon as it goes direct. And so it will come out of the shadow between the 30th and the 31st of May. So you're going to use the rest of the month after Mercury goes direct to tie up loose ends on any level. And when Mercury is in the shadow, yes, you can start a new project, but because it feels like Mercury is retrograde, everything is confused, and you may have to just because of everything that's necessary to do in preparation for whatever your new venture is, you may have to wait until after the 30th of the month. That's cool because then it's home free. So let's go back to this full moon lunar eclipse. We feel the effects of an eclipse about a week or two before it occurs, and we feel it most strongly 3 to 4 months after it occurs. Now, we'll have 2 more eclipses in October. They occur in pairs. So 3 to 4 months, keep that in mind. Now, if this eclipse falls on your sun, your moon, or your ascendant, it's a new life eclipse. And this is very exciting because it is an out with the old, in with the new eclipse in Scorpio. And a new life, it's like a second chance, or a third, or a fourth, doesn't matter. Go for it, use it, okay? I'm going to tell you where this particular eclipse, full moon, falls in your solar chart. Now, the solar chart is a wonderful adjunct to your birth chart. So find 15 Scorpio in your birth chart, and then I will give you, of course, right now, the solar chart positions of the full moon / lunar eclipse. So let's start with Scorpio, because this eclipse is in Scorpio. And what this says is, Scorpio, it's your turn to do things your way. You're going to be putting yourself first and this is fine because this eclipse is in your solar first house. So you're doing what you want, when you want, how you want, because you want. I love that for you. And you need nobody's permission, just do it. Sagittarius. Sagittarius says, you know, I need some solitude and privacy. I need to get away from all the racket, all the noise, all the TV, everything. I just need more time alone. And that includes more time to sleep. Have you been sleep deprived? I think a lot of us have. If you're a Sagittarius, take off running. Give yourself a holiday. Pull back, retreat, do more meditating, and make sure that you have time to spend with your higher mind, your higher self. That's what you want. All right, excuse me. Gotta fix everything up here. Capricorn. This eclipse emphasizes your friends and humanitarian groups. You're aware of what is best for the whole rather than just for the individuals or one individual. The beauty of this lunation, this eclipse, is that you are thinking about what is best for everybody in whatever groups you're involved. This is beautiful. Aquarius, it is time for you to move upward in your career. It's time for you to take the lead. Aquarius, you are always concerned about what is best for the whole. You march to your own drummer, and in a position of authority, you can set up a whole new system, which betters the whole. I love it. Pisces, this is a time to travel long distance if you possibly can. And I understand that airfare is costly, but you're going to want to spread your wings and soar. Are you thinking of going for a higher degree, an advanced college degree? Go for it. Check it out. It's about standing back, seeing the big picture, and realizing that you have more options open to you than you thought you did. Your approach is much more philosophical now, and you're dealing with principles, not ideas, principles. You are really seeing the big picture. Okay, Aries. This is your time to be a psychic detective. Look beneath the surface at what's really going on, because you really want to find out and get to the truth. If you are involved in any mutually beneficial financial projects, or if you're thinking about it, this particular eclipse encourages you to do that. Taurus, this is the time to spend all your free time with that one special person, if there is one special person in your life. If not, get out there and find them, because this is an eclipse that says that you want one-on-one interaction. Go for it. Put out the thought. Live your life as if you have found what you are looking for, and just get ready to receive it. Gemini, this is a great time to spend on your job, not your career, but the details of the job that you do every single day. It's also a great time to take care of your health. This can really help you heal, this particular eclipse. It can help you heal. And you may be thinking of changing jobs. Super, go for it. Cancerians, this is quite lovely. You're ready for fun. You're ready to party. If you have children, whether of the mind or the body. For example, if you're an artist, or a writer, your book is your baby. Your painting is your baby, not literally, of course. If you don't have children and you have pets, they can be considered children. But the most important thing is enjoy yourself. Play. You need fun. Leo, excuse me, great, grand, glorious Leo. Home, family, and real estate. This is where you want to put your attention now. Are you buying? Are you selling? Are you renovating? Are you thinking of renting a new place? Do you want to spend more time with your family? Go for it. All of those things. Virgo, you are sharing ideas now. You know, you are so great at details. And so when you explain something, you give people all the details that you yourself would want. So communicating with siblings is terrific, but just sharing your ideas is wonderful. And last but not least, lovely Libra. This particular eclipse helps your finances. It is in your second house of finances, and you can create more money, more tangible assets as well. So go for it. And those are the solar positions of this fabulous eclipse. Okay. What I'm going to do now, I wish you were all on screen with me. Of course, you'd be teeny tiny. There's so many of you watching. I've come to find out. But I'm just going to move forward. And of course, you can pause the tape anytime you want to. And you can share it, by the way, with anyone you would like to share it with. It's free for you. It's free for anybody who's interested in watching it. Anybody who needs a lift, okay? So, I know what we're going to do. You all, I hope, have a list prepared of what you want for yourself for this month of May 2023. I think we're going to do, for those of you who are regulars, right hand, left hand first, all right? And then we'll do the burning of our lists. The reason we burn our lists is after they're burnt and ashes, we fling them to the heavens in order so that God can deliver what we want. And we're going to prepare for that with right hand, left hand. So all you are going to do now is relax. I'm going to carry you through this technique. It is so simple and so powerful. And I know a lot of you wait for it every month because you've told me how wonderful it is for you. So what you're going to do, and I'll tell you what we're going to do now so your left brain is happy, all right? What we're going to do is place our hand over our heart because you want to come from love when you do these steps. You want to be in the present. You don't want to be in the past because that's sorrow and sadness. You don't want to be in the future because that's the impatience, the hurrying up to die. Let's get things going now. If you will release the past, you're immediately thrust into the future. That's when your mind goes round and round and round and interrupts everything. You let go of the future, and what's left is the present. And this is if you are deeply involved in the present, if you feel it deeply, and I'll carry you through it so that you can be, you're in the present, which is love, which is creation. In other words, when you're in the present, you're in the now. I shouldn't say in the present, I should say in the now. And you, with a thought, can create what you want. So let's help it along and put our hand on our heart. And when we focus on that, we move into a state of love. And that's the present. Don't you love it? So now you're going to extend your right hand, and in it, you're going to place what you want for yourself more than anything. It can be health. It can be a move upward in your career. It can be money, whatever you really, really want. This is for you. As a parent, you may want something for your child. You do it for you and what you want for your child. I hope I'm making sense, because you do it for you. You don't do it for somebody else. As a mother, of course you want to do it for your kids, and you come first. So place in your right hand your heart's desire. Just put it there in your right hand and feel how good that feels. And you may find that you are led to change what's in your right hand. You might find something deeper. I'll tell you what's really easy to do. To ask for whatever emotion you want from what you want. If you want joy, and a family member is getting married, and you want to be really happy at the ceremony, and etc., you want joy. You don't want the ceremony, you want the joy. The joy takes place wherever you are. I hope I'm being clear. So if it's an advancement, if you want to live your mission more than you are now, if you're ready for your next step in your mission, that type of thing is here. And now extend your left hand and allow God to place in it what is blocking you from having that. It can be fear, it can be lack of money, it can be ill health. It doesn't matter what it is. Put it in your left hand. If you don't know what it is, put how you're feeling about it. If you're upset, put the emotion there. And when you're ready, toss that out to the universe, to God. And what you're left with is your heart's desire. And if you're in a state of love, it's on the way to you. When will it be there? I don't know. But if you stay in the present, in love, from personal experience, can attest to this. It will be instant karma. It will be instantly given to you. It's when you get into the past of sorrow and sadness, or the future of hurrying up to hurry up, that it slows it down. Okay, so just stay in the present. And we are going to see to it that we are set up to receive the blessings that we deserve. You're going to go back to when you were born, And you're going to say I, meaning yourself, and verbalize your given name at birth. So let's say your given name was Jonathan Paul Jackson the third. That is what you will say. But you'll use, of course, your own name. And then I'm going to give you the acceptances that help you attract, like a magnet, what you have in your right hand. So at the count of 3, you will say your full birth name. I'm not going to say it because I don't want to interfere with you saying yours. Does that make sense? So 1, 2, 3. I, full name, take back my heart so I can love. And take it back, literally take it back. I take back my soul because that's the essence of who I am. I take back my mind so I can think for myself. I take back my body because that is the temple of the living God. And you want a healthy body. I take back my honor. And when you do that, you feel really good about yourself. I take back my identity. Your identity is God. I take back my self-respect. That means you're not going to lie, you're not going to cheat, you're not going to steal. You're only going to do what allows you to respect you. I take back my God-given talents and abilities. You have gifts. Have you been hiding them from you? I take back my power. If somebody owns you, they have your power. You're going to take it back from them. And lastly, the last acceptance, I take back my life. And let all of God's love pour down from the top of your head into every cell of your body and out the soles of your feet. Your life is yours. Take it back. It can be that you've given your life to your work, to your boss, to a family member, to money. Take back your life. It's yours. It's just absolutely beautiful. And now what we're going to do is burn our lists. Now, my suggestion would be that you do this outdoors. I'm indoors because that's where the electricity is. And when we burn these lists, when they're ashes, we take the ashes and toss them to the wind so that it's a done deal. It's already on its way to you. If you clutch at your list, think of God trying to uncurl your fingers from around your list. I know it sounds silly, but it is silly. So, some paper, by the way, burns better than others. I'm hoping that this one burns well. I make no promises. I'll find out in a minute. And if you'd like to pause this video and do your own burning bowl, that would be wonderful. Okay, you can always pick up where you left off. Okay. Those of you who know me know I'm getting better and better with fire. And I'm going to drop that. You can see the smoke rising up from the papers. I'm wearing a dark sweater so you can see that. And I'm just fanning the flames. I love this. Okay. And now I'm going to set it down on the hardwood floors because I want to go forward with you. But I remember when we used to have these ceremonies outdoors, and there would be 50 or 60, sometimes even more people burning their lists in a large flower pot, and the flames would rise up. It was really beautiful. Okay, we'll let that sit there. Now, I don't have to tell you what's going on in the world. You know, it is a mess. Good God. And we are here now living in this time because we decided this prior to incarnating. This is our time to step forward into our mission. We came here with a mission, each of us. And it occurs to me to ask you, do you know what your mission is? If I have worked with you to get your mission, you know that you know how awesome that is, and that you've already been doing it. You just need to identify it. If I can be of service to you, go to my website, and it's under the spiritual services tab. I can help you find your life's mission in just a few minutes' time. It is so exciting. It's easy to do. And the thrilling part is once you know your mission consciously and you select the right words, you can't not do it because it's innate to you. You might ask, well, is it in my birth chart? Not the way you and I are going to find it out, because the words have to be your words, not astrological jargon. And when you find this, it is thrilling. It can take a few minutes or more, but usually once we start doing it, I ask you 2 questions. And from them, you will verbalize, you will actually say what your mission is. And all I'm going to do is listen for it and ask you, is this your mission? It's one of my favorite things to do. Okay, so if you know what your mission is and you've been doing it, you may be ready for the next level of that. You may be ready for your next step. It is time for everybody to move forward. And this is why we are releasing out with the old, in with the new. We are releasing the influence of people, places, and things that block us from expressing our highest and best. And everybody can use help with their next step. So all you have to do is just ask Spirit, ask God, what is my next step? If you need help, of course, I'm available. Now, to those of you who say, I would love to be in a state of happiness all the time. I would love to feel joy all the time. But I've lost so much these past couple of years. It's possible that even just recently with the tornadoes racking the United States, you've lost your home, your property, perhaps somebody in your life. And of course, those of you who live in a war-torn country, oh boy, oh boy. Yes. What you want to do is you want to find the blessing, the gift in what you have been through. And some of you may be saying, I can't possibly see a gift in it. There's no way. I think if you ask God, what is the gift you have given me? You will be shown, and that will fill you up and lift you up. You may have to wait. In fact, you may have been waiting. I understand. Tornado took down my house back in 2013. I was in the house when it happened. There was no alert, no sirens, no nothing. And I had to move out for 4 months. Fortunately, they were able to rebuild. And if you had asked me what the blessing is, I would say, well, I'm still alive. My cat was not hurt during the tornado. And the list of repairs that I needed on my house, I got. I had a list, and I knew I wanted to stay in the same neighborhood, but I wanted upgrades. The gift was all that. It's different if an entire town is involved, but anybody who's been through a tornado, I have been through it. I know exactly how it feels, and there is a blessing in it. Find the blessing. And if it's still difficult for you because so many of you have suffered greatly, you've lost greatly, I'm going to share something that I learned years ago. And when it looks gloomiest, when I'm looking at the TV news like some of you do, and you're just, the life is drained from you, perhaps just looking at the egregiousness that's going on. And you don't know what to do to help, but you do want to. This is what I use, and it works for me all the time. I know that when I'm upset, turn it over to God, and I'll do that instantly. I'm not going to wallow in anything. And what I found is it's great. But what if you can't do that? Here's what I found. God has not carried you this far to drop you now. When I share that with people, they get it. I hope you hear it. God has not carried you this far to drop you now. There's always two sides to the coin. There is a blessing for you, and you'll know what it is if that is what you want to find out. If you don't want to find out, of course, you may not see it. It may not be revealed. But if you want assistance from God, just ask. And remember that God has not carried you this far to drop you now. So I'm going to finish up with my favorite thing to do, the star cards. And for those of you who may be new here, I'm going to rework this table. I need a wider table. Okay. These are all positive, wonderful cards that I had made up years ago. They're affirmations. I did my own cards because I had other cards that I pulled, and some of them were ambiguous. Some of them were too vague. They weren't speaking to me. So I made my own cards. And I hope they speak to you. I hope you love them. So let's just, and I'm going to read them. And I want you, if you're so inclined, to repeat them using I rather than you. Okay? So here, you'll see how it goes. Happiness is yours. And you would say, happiness is mine. Claim it, it's yours. You make a difference. I make a difference. You are valuable. I am valuable. People listen when you speak. People listen when I speak. You getting the hang of it? This is fun, isn't it? You tell the truth. I tell the truth. And I want to add, you tell the truth to yourself. I tell the truth to myself. No, beating around the bush, just tell yourself the truth. Because if you do that, you can solve problems. You won't delude yourself or deceive yourself. Oh, well, that person really loves me. Well, maybe yes, maybe no. Okay. You are a money magnet. I am a money magnet. Claim your wealth. I claim my wealth. That's interesting. One right after the other about money. Express your beauty. I express my beauty. Beauty is of God. This is too funny. Claim your prosperity. I claim my prosperity. This is definitely a money night. This is super. I love this one. You are limitless. I am limitless. You are mega talented. I am mega talented. You are magnificent. I am magnificent. And now what I would like to invite you to do, I'm not going to pull a card. You are going to pull a card in your own mind bank and pretend that it's on one of these star cards that have a star on the back of them. And take the time now to start with I am or Follow it with whatever you want. Now it's your turn. If you want to go back to your right hand, do it. 1, 2, 3. And so that's it for tonight. Thank you, all my dear friends. Thank you for joining me. I hope you have found these full moon ceremonies helpful, uplifting, and I'm going to add more and more inspirational ideas that you might find helpful to stay in the present. So, till next month, may the stars shine brightly on you and yours. May the stars shine brightly on our country, whatever country you are from. May it be blessed. A special blessing to Ukraine. What an inspiration Ukraine is. And the stars bless you until next time, when once again we do this. And in fact, you know, you can request that the stars shine brightly on you and yours during your morning meditation. So, till next time, sending love. Bye for now.